So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Nicely shaped ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Searching pass he's played there. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Rijkaard. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that is one way to stop him. Davids. Nice looking ball. Ronaldinho. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. He's had a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And he shoots! Oh, glorious batting goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply. Well, he's tried one! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And the shot's on him. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ronaldinho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he was quick to react. Messi looking to run onto it. Paris ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. That has been cut short. Over to the left. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro. And it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Hazard. Vieira wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has not gone well. Deftly away. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? And he's whipped it across. Big header!
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. He's in space and looking for options. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shapes to shoot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Adams makes the interception.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that is not... And Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he's in on goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Howson spots it and intercepts. That's a cute ball. And there's the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Plenty to aim at here. They want to be quick to recover this. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rui Costa. Now it's Owen. Szoboszlai. He's a sharp little ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Owen. And this is Owen. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
There's the shot! And he's straight offside. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Tries to pass it through, and he's Cruyff! Oh, another save. Oh, terrible mistake. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great ball if he can get there. Real chance! No mistake!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
After 70 minutes is number 7, Michael Owen. Substitution on the field, number 99.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 22.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Diego Forlan.
Costa Corta. Vieira. Played into space. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Drogba. And he's heaved it away. Great vision. Oh, super find. Now the shot a goal! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Ronaldinho. It's come to nothing. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Forlan. It's a searching pass. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. But they've got it again. It's Forlan. Forlan going full tilt down the left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
And this is Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, delightful ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Summerslide! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Davids. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's well spotted. Raul. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho looking to get on the end of this. Beckham. Now he's got space here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that pass just didn't quite work. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
And if you do have a chance today, please take
Jim,
some
how
time
do you
out to
reflect
give your
on what
support
we've
to
seen?
our
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.